boosting money and stuff like that. Now, if somebody get caught boosting, now you can legally fine them, and they got to pay some money back. So you couldn't fine them before because shit, they didn't have the money. All you can do is take their championship away and get that school sanctioned and stuff like that. But now you can get some money out of it because the athletes will be making money. You know. But I wish they would do a didn't I see, I don't know, I invited. Didn't I do a thing on Mark McGuire?
Thought you did.
You know you got us live on YouTube?
Yes.
When they can tell people next time, man, don't just put us on YouTube. What's wrong with you? You do too much. I swear to God. On my mama.
Put your football addicts out there. Put your football etiquette out there.
What you want to know? Shit.
Is Dak fucking up? Is Dak fucking up? Is Dak fucking up?
If Dallas didn't have a Super Bowl chance, if they was a team that was all they had was a quarterback like Washington had with Kirk Cousins, they would cut that. They'd be done with it. They would release him and let him go play for somebody else. Yeah, if they didn't have Super Bowl aspirations because they got a good offensive line, good receivers, good defense, they got all the parts. So it kind of puts them at a crossroad when you like that. But if they didn't have that shit, man, Dak could be gone. Dak could be a free agent. Let somebody else pay you $45 million. They not. Ain't no quarterback in the league worth $45 million. Not even Patrick Mahomes. Yes.
That now you've made my day. You have made my day by saying that.
Yeah. Ain't nobody worth $45 million a year to play quarterback and turn around and hand the ball off to the damn running back. Man, y'all about to stop that dumb shit. Shit. Now if you gonna drop back and chunk it 50 times, we'll see. But you're gonna have to connect on 49 of them.
So what should Dak do, man?
He should look at that. He should look at that Michael Jordan series and say, how do I want my career to turn out? Do I want to be a guy that wins championships, or do I want to be a guy that make money? Is it more important? Am I Scottie Pippen and I'm about my money? Am I Michael Jordan about my chips? That's what you got to do. You got to take a look at that. And you got to make a decision. If you want to win some Super Bowls, he sign. He go in there. He take $31 million. And he allowed them to take that money and put some pieces around him, to keep some pieces around him. Hey, I'm not gonna sign for the 45, but the personnel and who we keep and who we pick up, I'm gonna have some say so in that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have some say so in it. You know, but I think he should. Like I said,
that team building process is key. I don't think Dak gets that. You think that's the big thing with him? You think he gets that or not? On building a team?
Yeah, he get that. He just said like I think I told you this before. The quarterback is like a fraternity, man. They're like a fraternity. They different from the other position. When you up for your contract, you're not really trying to get your contract. It's gonna sound crazy. You're not really trying to sign your contract. You're trying to get it where the next guy can get their money. This is why Dak in the position he in. This is why Wentz had to take the amount of money he took. They did that for Dak. Goff did that for Wentz. Cousin did it for Russell Wilson and what's the nigga down in Green Bay? Aaron Rodgers. They all look out for each other. They already know if they take less money, then when it's their turn to come up for a contract, they're gonna have to take less money. Yeah, Tom Brady the only one brave enough to do it. What you doing?
So is anybody looking out for Dak? Anybody looking out for Dak best interest right now?
I just said that. That's why when Carson Wentz and Trevor Goff signed their contract, that was about Dak. That was making sure when Dak came up, this is the amount of money he gonna ask for. Right now, when Dak tried to do his contract, he making sure that Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson and your boy up at Mahomes gonna get their money. That's what they doing that for. They're like a fraternity, man. Yeah, they're looking out for the next person. If he take less money, they're gonna have to take less money. The people come behind him.
So if Dak get this money, win the game or don't win the game, then what? There's pros and cons on both sides of this thing for Dak.
You reckon the salary cap either way? You take $45 million and you put it on one player. You heard your son say the other day that nobody has ever won a Super Bowl and they was the highest paid player in the NFL, the highest paid quarterback. Nobody has ever won a Super Bowl like that because your quarterback eating up the majority of the salary.
That's tough. That's deep. The highest paid quarterback, and you've never won the Super Bowl. That's deep. That's deep. That's knowledge right there.
You can't win if you're the highest paid quarterback because you can't get a good defensive end. See, if all the players, this will be ideal. This is where the NFL made a mistake at. Unlike baseball and stuff like that, all those players, no matter what position you play, you can make the same amount of money.
Then how is Dak trying to change that? Focus on him. Like I could be the first one to do this.
He ain't the first one to do it. Because
we just said who's been the highest paid quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. But he's not so much as worrying about the Super Bowl. That's what I'm trying to say. You're either gonna worry about your money or you're gonna worry about your Super Bowl. Now, could he sign this year and win the Super Bowl? Yes, but next year they have to let all kind of people go into free agency because they won't have any money to sign them because Dak will be eating up a third of the salary. A third.
So, Matt, I don't think you're a Braves fan to have accolades having the best outfielder. I don't think you're a Cowboy fan to say, hey, I've had the greatest quarterback or running back. I think you're fans because they have the results of winning championships. Mm-hmm. So let's get to that level of winning the championship.
You asked me a question? You just making a statement or you just asking me a question?
I'm asking you a question. How do we get to that level winning championship right now? Go.
You have to. Tom Brady is the key. You look at what Tom Brady did. Like I was trying to say about baseball. Baseball say, I don't care if you're a pitcher or you're a first baseman or you're an outfielder. If you work this amount of money, this is the amount of money you're going to make. Football doesn't work like that. The highest paid defensive lineman is not going to make the same as the highest paid corner or the highest paid quarterback. They all rank differently. If everybody across the board can make $15 million, if you just would have said, okay, everybody can make the same amount of money, and everybody across the board made $15 or $20 million, every team could do it with ease. But you can't have $20 million going to the defensive end, $20 million going to your wide receiver, $20 million going to your running back, and then $45 million going to your quarterback. That's two players right there. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. You got two players versus one player. So can't nobody afford that, man. You're just gonna wreck the salary cap if you do that dumb shit. Yeah. But you can't argue with nobody about making their own money now.
Gotta save the salary cap. Good point.
No.
That's what's going on right now. People are mad at athletes trying to make their own money. We can't. That's what's going on with Dak. Dak trying to make his own money.
Well, it's too much. It's too much. And just like the NBA, eventually, they're going to have the same issue because they're going to.
So what's the realization to you to Dak? 35 million?
Dak is a middle of the road quarterback. He's not. He might be. I can name. Okay, let's just start off. Let's take Patrick Mahomes as the best quarterback.
Hold on, hold on, Matt. See, right now, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Let's just rank some quarterback. I look at Patrick Mahomes. All right, he's ahead of Dak. Lamar Jackson is ahead of Dak. I'm gonna say Deshaun Watson is ahead of Dak. I'm gonna say Russell Wilson is ahead of Dak. That's 4. I'm gonna say Drew Brees 5. I'm gonna say Tom Brady, that's 6. Aaron Rodgers, that's 7. And it's I could probably come up with another guy, but he's still at this point. You're not even in the top 5 as far as talent wise. You're not even a top 5 player quarterback. So why are you trying to make the best money overall? That's just retarded. Yeah.
You know why? Because Dak believes in pussy he can't get.
So you go with that opinion shit.
Just saying.
You ain't got nothing.
Listen. This is your team.
When you get done,
this is your
let
team.
me say.
Hear me out. Can I talk? Can I please talk? Can
ahead.
I talk? I am not a Cowboy fan at all.
Are you gonna say something? Dre.
Okay.
I didn't get to say nothing.
No, I'm trying to say something on my behalf.
Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say on my behalf of Dak, what I'm saying on this dude, Jesus. All right, Matt, you go first.
You must have some type of delay or something on there or something, because I stopped talking like 40 seconds ago. Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, because we're live. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying about Dak. Look, Dak has done what has been expected of him. So Dak is gambling on himself of the expectations of what he can do. And now everybody is criticizing him like, oh, man, you can't do that shit. You can't be doing that. No, you can't pull that big booty bitch over there. You can't hit that. That bitch way out of your league. That's what Dak is coming up on. But what I'm saying, man, get us through the shot. Let me see what he got. I'm not saying he worth $41 million a year, but it'd be interesting to see if he can get it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I know you don't follow the Cowboys, and you damn sure don't follow Kansas City. But Kansas City won a Super Bowl, and they had 2 starting linebackers that won a Super Bowl. Both of them were ex-Cowboys. Both of them was 20. Both of them was 26, 24, 25, 26 years old. And the reason that the reason that they couldn't re-sign those guys and had to let them linebackers go is because they had 2 or 3 other linebackers, but they also had to pay Zeke, they also had to pay Coop. You know what I'm saying? They knew all these other contracts was coming up, so they had to let those guys go. Them guys went on to win Super Bowl. When you get good draft picks like that, you got to keep them. So imagine if they was able to keep those linebackers, they'll still be on the Cowboys team, and they, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to have to keep losing good players because Dak being greedy.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, man. So you're cool. Let me get this straight, Mac. You're cool in accepting the responsibility of the fact that the Kansas City Football Chiefs are about to control the financial ramifications of a quarterback in the NFL.
They got the best quarterback. If we had Patrick Mahomes and he wanted $45 million, I'd be like, Jerry, man, get that man his money, man. Get that man his money.
That's where you're at right now, Mac. Give that man his money.
No, I'm not.
That's what Dak is trying to say. Give me my money.
Well, I'm telling you, you ain't Patrick Mahomes, nigga. That's what I'm telling you. You should be making just like back in the 90s when Jordan was making $30 million. Really, Pippen, you want to make $30 million, man? You ain't Michael Jordan, nigga. No, you don't get to make the same amount of money as him. What the hell? You crazy? Yeah, I feel the same way about Patrick Mahomes. Everybody can't make that money. You can probably give it to Lamar Jackson because he's close.
So right now, if you could text, call Dak right now, what would you tell him right now, man? What would you tell Dak right now to take? Right now.
I would tell him, Dak, you're going to need people around you to win a Super Bowl. If you take too much money, you're going to start losing talent, and you ain't going to have nobody around you. Look at Joe Flacco. Look at what happened when Joe Flacco took all that money. They couldn't resign nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you're
How
gonna hurt
much,
yourself.
Mac? How much?
You're gonna
30 million, 32, 35. What should Dak do?
Listen, Dak is a 25 to $30 million quarterback just because of the position he plays. He's not even the best player on that team, but he's a 25 to $30 million quarterback. That's where it should be at. But if you're gonna fuss about it and make a huff about it, and you want to be fair because all these other quarterbacks got this amount of money and they jumped off a bridge, so I'm gonna jump off the bridge too. Give him $35 million, but 45, no.
30 million, Dak.
No.
That's all you want.
But if the Cowboys let him go, if the Cowboys release him, he gonna lose all that money. He gonna lose his national endorsements, and he gonna lose the $35 million that he's gonna get. He gonna lose all that money.
He gonna lose
man.
that Campbell soup.
Shit. That shit over with. That shit over with.
That's a lot of money. But hold on, man. Is it about the money or the expectations? Real talk. You're a Cowboy fan.
What about the money? Oh, that's the thing.
Is it about the money? You're trying to build the team, right?
Yeah. What question are you asking? Is it about? I don't really understand. You just saying
you sign that dude to that contract. What are you doing for the team? If you don't sign to the contract, what are you doing for the team? What are you trying to say for the team?
Already. You have to just like last year when Ezekiel Elliott was holding out. He's like, I ain't coming back. I'm staying in Cabo. I ain't coming to camp. I'm holding out because y'all won't get my new contract. Dallas didn't sit on their hands. They went and drafted another running back. So now they got Pollard. Pollard is a really good running back. Just like this year when Dak screaming and hollering, Dallas ain't sitting on their hand. They went and got Andy Dalton. Man, we're gonna have to move forward. It's the same thing as if we would have paid you this $45 million and you got hurt. What are we gonna do? We can't wait just for you. We can't take the chance that you just gonna take us there because you can still get this $45 million, then get hurt, and then retire, and then we stuck. You know, like the reason Dallas is so hard about the salary cap is I'm gonna take you back. Michael Irvin got hurt. Michael Irvin had just signed a contract. He got injured.
Can he get the money? But you're afraid of him. What he cannot do?
No, let me finish. I'm gonna tell you. Michael Irvin got hurt in the 90s. He got hurt in Philadelphia. He got hurt. He had to retire. All that money, when you got money left on your book, that money goes on your salary cap. You don't get to take that off. You get to spread it out over maybe 3 years, but that stays on your books. So that's dead cap money. Right about the same time, the next year, Troy Aikman got hurt. He had to retire. He got hurt from concussion. Now he got money on the books. The following year, Deion Sanders got hurt. So his money was on the books. So they are experienced with having dead cap money. At one point they had, let's say the salary cap was $100 million, but $50 million of it was in dead cap. So they got to supply a whole 53-man roster with $40 million. Income Quincy Carter. Yeah, people like that.
Damn.
Now you can't get no talent because you don't have any money to get.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah.
I never knew that.
Dallas, they familiar with it. They're not taking no more chances with that. That shit is stupid. Yeah.
So all right, Matt. So all right. Okay, Matt. So let's take the contracts. I got you. Let's take the contracts out of the situation. Can the team still compete it?
Say again? What'd you say?
Could the team still have competed?
When they lost Schrager, nah, that was done. When Troy Aikman retired and that money was down, when Deion Sanders retired and that money was down, and Michael Irvin,
Matt,
they couldn't compete, man. You couldn't compete with that. No, you can't compete.
So y'all threw the towel in?
No, you still have to supply a team, but now your team gonna look like Cleveland. It's gonna look like the Jets. It's gonna look like Tampa Bay. It's gonna look like a team that's not. They out there, but they're not winning no games.
He said it looked like the Jets.
Yeah, they're not winning. They weren't winning no motherfucking games. You can believe that shit. You just gonna have a bunch of average players out there.
He said we didn't want to look like the Jets.
Yeah. You drafted you got to play Clint Stone. We had fucking Ryan Leaf as our quarterback, Tony Banks. You know why? Because we had dead cap money. Yeah, I don't blame Jerry and them. No, man, we've been through that already. You know, went through that shit, and we ain't going through it with nobody else. We ain't gonna let nobody else put us in that motherfucking trick bag.
But I have a question though, Mac. Mac, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me out there? You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, go.
You know, you're a Cowboy champion, a Bronco champion. We're Laker fans. We know what winning is about.
You a 5-time loser, but go ahead.
Is it really worth it when you're trying to win all the shit people got to go through? Is it really worth it?
Yeah, because what makes football better than all the other sports to me, because all of them do it, but football it's just something about when you win a Super Bowl and the Super Bowl year has passed. It's almost like everybody's forgot about it, and you got to do it all over again. So you got to restart. So when you're in football, you have to build a dynasty. See, in basketball, you can skip a year and come back, and you can win it a couple years later. That's easy. But in football, you have a small window because those players are going to be free agents. So you can't just worry about one season. You got to try to string some seasons together, like Denver did with Peyton Manning. They strung some seasons together. They didn't win them all, but they strung some seasons together. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if they would have won the Super Bowl 3 years in a row right there, or 4 years in a row when they had Peyton Manning. And they was in the hunt every year.
When you're a fan of sports, you never think about how your teams won shit. But when you break it down, like a couple of weeks ago, we broke down the points per game that people scored. Mm-hmm. That shit like kind of fucked us up. Like them motherfuckers really not that good. So now I'm thinking about the people that have won, my teams that I love, breaking down the shit when they won championships. Like, damn, did I take this shit for granted?
Yeah. Horry, Rob Horry's averaged 7 points for his career. He got 7 rings. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. What was the other guy we looked at? Who was that? Was somebody else won like 5, and we looked up they actually like 9 point. It was crazy.
No, that was Bill Russell. He averaged 13. Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck?
Right.
So, I don't know what you know what I think when it all boils down to it, man? What I'm going to talk about tomorrow on my show? It's about the results, man. I think we all about the results. We don't give a fuck what you did. It's about, in the end, what the fuck happened. Look at the nigga that we grew up with. Look what Jordan taught us. Look what that dude put in our head. That dude put in our head of perfection. He fucked our head up. Look at what we tried to do when we played sports. When you played sports before you met me, when I played sports before I met you, then we played sports together. What that shit come out to in the end, man? What we trying to do?
Crazy, bro.
It's about results, man. It's about the bottom line of the fucking numbers. We don't care who hit 250, 285, 300 home runs. Nigga, how many World Series you win? It's about the results, bro. We are results driven. That's all we are. That's why sports, that's how we connect. It's all about results, man. That's why we're still debating what would happen to Ken Griffey if he'd have played a healthy fucking year versus Barry Bonds. What would have fucking happened? What would have happened if Ken Griffey would have never got hurt? Man, that's 850 home runs. 850.
Ken Griffey wasn't better than Barry Bonds.
What'd you just say?
Ken Griffey was not better than Barry Bonds.
Ken Griffey was way better than Barry Bonds.
He struck out 2
Get
buddies.
the fuck out of here. What?
Yeah, he struck out 2 buddies.
A
He
hitter
was
or a player? Teammate? Which sum up?
he was
Again?
he okay.
What?
When you
They didn't pitch the Bonds, man.
when you talk about
You know what? You are right.
When you talk about
right.
just like having the 5-2, they both had that, so you can't bring that up. But he struck out way more. He struck out swinging way more than Barry Bonds. Way more. Barry Bonds had a good eye, man. Had one of the best eyes in baseball. He could see the ball, man.
You are right. You're right. You're absolutely right. But Barry Bonds, they're not pitching to him. Nobody was pitching that dude, bro. I had no idea how good that dude was until you and my buddy Tyler told me that year he broke the record. I had no idea.
Man.
I had no idea.
That dude, man. That dude had eye coordination.
That was stupid. He had a 700% on base percentage.
Dre, he was the first person. He was the first
person. I don't
even
like Barry Bonds. I hate Barry Bonds. But what he did was very significant for baseball.
He was the first person I saw that wanted you to get 2 strikes on him.
I hate that motherfucker. I hated that motherfucker. I hated him.
Well, Barry.
I hated him. He's a piece of shit. I interviewed him. He was rude. He didn't even acknowledge me. He didn't even look at me. He didn't even look at me. Maybe that's why I'm mad at him.
You're like a nobody, though, right? It's like you can be
at that time I was. At that time I was. So fuck you.
So you like still on like nobody, like.
But I was mad though, man. I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Man, when that dude turned me down, well, he didn't turn me down. The way he looked over me and answered the question of somebody else, the question that I asked. Oh my God. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't send them 2 texts, man. They obviously ain't getting back on her, so I'm just gonna skip this shit.
You know, Mac.
What you say?
We all we got, bro.
You stupid.
We all we got. We all we got.
You stupid. But all right, bro, man. I'm gonna get off of here, man. So just I'll just get at you tomorrow, son. Go Cowboys.
You about to get up out of here?
Yeah, man. I'm about to get on here. Wrap it up.
I'm about to smoke one with you.
No, you're not. This shit over with. Sure? Yeah, it's a wrap.
All right.
Wrap it
peace, man. I love you, man.
You too, Dirty. I love you too, Dirty.
For sure.
All right.
Peace. For sure. Peace.